Today we are going to be comparing this Lexus GX550 Overtrail Plus to the Toyota Land Cruiser, which is the fifth generation. This Lexus GX550 is the third generation, and this is powered by a twin turbocharged 3.4 liter V6 engine that is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 349 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. With this Overtrail Plus, which is the highest trim level, you can tow up to 9,096 pounds. This new generation Toyota Land Cruiser is the J250, which is the one that is currently sold here in the United States, but in other markets all around the world you can still get the 300 series. With this new Land Cruiser you can tow up to 6,000 pounds, and that is because this is powered by a turbocharged 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine that is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. This new Land Cruiser only comes with Toyota iForce Max Hybrid. So with this new Land Cruiser, you only get a hybrid powertrain. So there is no more V6 or a V8 on this new Land Cruiser. This Land Cruiser that we are looking at is the 1958, which is like the base trim level, and this came with cloth seats. And the other trim level is called the Land Cruiser. But one thing that is really great is that this is a body-on-frame SUV. So this is a very good off-road SUV. With this, you get a lot of off-road capability, which I think is really cool. And this has a lot of physical buttons. This one is equipped with this 8-inch central screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And this also has a massive screen in front of the driver. Next to the gear lever, you get your mode control, and also in front of the driver, you get this really nice leather-wrapped steering wheel. This new Land Cruiser only comes in a 5-passenger seat configuration, but one thing that is really cool is that you get a lot of cargo space because this is only a 5-passenger SUV. But in other markets, people are actually adding a third row seat, and one way you can actually know that is that you have a vent back here. Also, you have a USB-C charging port right there. So this new Land Cruiser actually is big enough to accommodate a third row seat, but the capacity or the space is going to be very small. One thing though is that because this is like the lower trim level, this one did not come with a power lift gate. But one thing that is really cool about this is that you can actually open this rear window from back here, which I really like with this new Land Cruiser. Also, on this GX550, you also have another button here, which you can use to open it from back here. So this two SUV actually has a lot in common. So this one, because this is the Overtrail Plus, this is the highest trim level. This one came with 5-seat passenger configuration. But on the lower trim level, you can actually get a third row seat. Inside this Lexus GX550, you get a 14-inch central display, and in front of the driver, you get a 12.3-inch digital display gauge cluster. This came with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And these two SUVs that we are looking at, for example, this Lexus came with the latest safety technology, and the Land Cruiser came with the latest Toyota technology. One thing also is that because this Lexus is a more luxurious SUV, you get really nice leather seats, which are like better than the leather seats that Toyota currently offers. One drawback about this Lexus though is that this is a very expensive SUV, but you get a small sunroof. This Land Cruiser has a ground clearance of 8.7 inches, and this is equipped with this black 18-inch wheels. On this Lexus GX550 for the Overtrail Plus, you get almost 9 inches of ground clearance and up to 10 inches for the 2026. On this Toyota Land Cruiser, you get about 8.7 inches of ground clearance, and this is equipped with these 18-inch wheels. But when you come over to the Lexus GX550 Overtrail Plus, this one gets over 9 inches of ground clearance, which I think is very impressive. So for these two SUV, this Lexus GX550 Overtrail Plus is actually the most off-road capable one. On the front of this Toyota Land Cruiser, you get this heritage grille, which has the Toyota boldly written. One thing I will say is that this plastic look really cheap, but you get this really nice retro headlights and daytime running lights. When you come over to the Lexus, you also get the same plastic grille, but you get this really nice LED headlights and LED daytime running lights. So which one of these two SUVs do you think you will buy if you're in the market for one? Do you think you will get the Land Cruiser or you will go for the Lexus GX550? Please leave your comment in the comment section. If you are new to my channel, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a quick look at this Ford Expedition. This trim level that we are looking at is the King Ranch, which I think is one of the best trim level if you are looking for ultra luxury and some of the best features. This one that we are looking at is the Max, so it is longer than the regular Ford Expedition, and this is equipped with these really nice bronze wheels. On the rear you also get LED tail light, but one thing I really like is this LED light that is on the lift gate. One thing I love about this new King Ranch is that you get the split lift gate, which is really nice, and to open it, the bottom part, you push on that button there and it will open for you, which I think is really cool. And you can actually use this part as a seat if you are at a soccer game or you are somewhere where you just want to sit on the back of your Ford Expedition. Another thing I really love about this Expedition Max is the amount of cargo space. Behind the third row seat, you get 36.1 cubic feet, and when you fold the third row seat down, you get about 75.4 cubic feet. But if you have something big you want to transport and you fold the third row seat and the second row seat down, you get up to 123.1 cubic feet, which is a lot of cargo space. This one that we are looking at, because it's the King Ranch, came in a 7-seat passenger configuration. And another thing that's also cool about this is that when you open the lift gate like this, when you want to close it, you push on this button right here once or twice and it will close it for you, which I think is really cool. While we are back here, I also want to show you something that I love about this Expedition. You can actually fold all the seats down from back here. So for example, you get these buttons here which you can use to fold, to fold the third row and second row seat down. And also, if you want to fold the second row seat down, you can fold it down from back here, which I think is really cool. Simultaneously, you can actually do it. So you can bring the third row seat up, which I think is a really cool feature. Inside this Expedition, one thing that Ford has done is that you always get a lot of leg room. Here you get a USB-C charging port under this piece right here, and back here you get different hooks that you can use for different things. For example, you have this hook here and you have this here which you can use for different accessories. This came with heated middle seats, and you get a climate control system here, 2 cup holders, which I think is very vital. And on this leather seat, you get the King Ranch badge that is embroidered on it, which I really like. In front of the driver, you get a 24-inch panoramic screen, which I think is a really cool design. And you get a 13.2-inch central display with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Also, you get this really nice leather on the dashboard, and also on the seat you get the King Ranch badge on it. This is powered by a twin turbocharged high output 3.5 liter V6 engine that is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 440 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. That is the same engine that powers the Ford F-150 Raptor. With this engine, you can tow up to 9,600 pounds, which I think is a very impressive number for a full-size SUV. This you can get in a 4x4 or a two-wheel drive system, which I think is really great, especially for people who do not need the all-wheel drive or the 4x4 system. This one that we are looking at has the 4x4, which is the four-wheel drive system, and this exterior color is called the agate black, but in the interior you get this really nice Mesa del Rio interior color, which I think is very impressive. This King Ranch came with a 22 speaker B&O sound system. Also, you get this really nice wood trim that is on the dash. When you are inside this Expedition, one thing you will notice is how massive and how spacious it is. You still get a lot of physical buttons, but one thing Ford has been doing is that they have a rotary gear control, and this is what the front of the driver is like. You get to this really nice leather wrapped steering wheel, which are heated. You can do a lot on this front screen, which I really like. One place that I cannot forget is this second row seat, where you get a lot of leg room and a lot of cargo space. One amazing feature about this Expedition is that you have this center console that can actually move forward. So for example, when it's forward, this is what it looks like. But if you need it for the middle passenger, you can also move it. You can also move it backward, and it's really fast. So when it's forward or backward, this is what it looks like, which I think is a really cool feature. And down here you actually see the slider, and it says Ford design. So what do you think about this Ford Expedition? Please leave your comment in the comment section. If you want to see more in-depth review about some of these cars, leave your comment in the comment section, subscribe, like, and share. And today I want to say a big thank you to Ford of Kirkland for giving me the opportunity to check out some of these amazing cars that they have here today.